Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the sport of kings. Coming up, key classic hopefuls in Jamaica use the Hotline Stakes and the Sir Howard Stakes as early season prep races for the Guinness Classics coming up in April. The latest from TNT's Santa Rosa Park and an added money success in Florida for the Jamaican trainer Jose Pinchin. Let's start with Caymanas Park horse racing.
From a 5-month injury layoff, Ian Kong's England Rose with Omar Walker riding looks fit and ready as the heavy favourite in a 6-horse field going out for Saturday's Hotline Stakes for fillies in Jamaica. 1-9 the heavy betting on Wayne DaCosta's one horse, with glowing exercise reports coming in for England's Rose, this younger sister of reigning Horse of the Year. She's a man-eater. Number 6 Glock at 7-2 and the 5-horse Attorney General at 5-1 getting mild support with a race call. Here is Brian Rickman.
Starter ready, they're off for the Hotline. Basilicus comes out at the back, just in behind Glock, as England's Rose takes charge early and grabs the lead by a length and a long tail. Speechless chasing back in second. Another Affair in third, niggled along as they go passing the 5. Attorney General races in fourth, possibly 5 lengths off that lead, 2 further lengths back to Glock. And last of all, it's Basilicus. A half a mile to run. England's Rose leads them into the bend by a length and a half, chased all the while by Speechless. Another Affair is a further 2.5 lengths back and running in third. 2.5 more to Attorney General, caught by Glock making ground on the rail as they leave the 3, and Basilicus outclassed at the back. They leave the 5/16th and England's Rose is out cruising. Walker looking like a statue as they turn for home. A quarter of a mile to run and England's Rose is in complete command at the top of the lane and will arrive at the 3/16th with a convincing advantage. Speechless chasing further back against the rail. Another Affair is in between horses. Glock racing out wide in the red silks, but it's all England's Rose. She's back. Inside the final 16th, England's Rose and Omar Walker for Wayne DaCosta and Ian Kong. They take the Hotline Stakes handily in the end, 7 or more over Glock.
She have a little injury and the trainer work on her, so she's much better now. So as long as she keep this way, she's going to be a hard nut to crack.
What a run that was. Splits of 22-2 by 45-2 for a stakes record run. 1 minute 12 seconds even. And a victory margin as the 1-9 favourite of 8 lengths over Glock for her 3rd career win in 4 starts. The Sir Howard Stakes for Colton Gelding's a lot more competitive, hurt though by 2 fancied morning line bets being scratched. Green Gold Rush and Adoration, who both scored massive wins on debut in January, leaving the backstretch just over 3 lengths separating the front 5.
Rum With Me continues to hold that lead, tested now by Cash is King, these two going at it up front. King Arthur and Nipster in behind them, breathing down the necks of those leaders as they arrive at the 3-hits pole. Money Monster is in behind, just about 5 lengths off the lead. Then KD Rocket and a Loose Ball toward the back. As they've left the 5/16th, 3 will come into the track abreast. So Rum With Me down on the rail. Cash is King in between them and Nipster attacking on the outside, and Nipster now points as they run passing the 3/16th. It is Nipster in the blue and white that leads up. Cash is King chasing in the green cap. Rum With Me looks to have dried up on the rail and is left out of it as they're inside the final furlong. Money Monster now begins a run on the outside. It is Nipster inside the final 16th who holds the lead and the upper hand under Anthony Thomas. Nipster wins the Sir Howard Stakes over Money Monster.
He was the 2-5 favourite Nipster, and he delivered what was expected for champion owner Mike Ross. A 2-length score under ex-champion jockey Anthony Thomas. Slower than England's Rose went in the fillies race, by the way, at 1:13 3/5 of a second. But satisfied trainer Richard Azan told George Davis he has big plans for the colt.
The first thing is that we are looking forward to go to the Classics. Now the preparation, the horse, depending on how he's doing, that's how we make the plan.
And this horse seems to you that a horse can genuinely get a mile and further?
I believe so, if he's ridden properly.
Caymanas Park horse racing continued midweek with the Ash Wednesday holiday card, even as a viral infection affecting the horse population at Caymanas Park that triggered 18 scratches on Wednesday's card. A meet, though, that served up several exciting finishes, including the feature Ash Wednesday Trophy race. The field here approaching the home turn with the even money favourite Prince Charles in third, accelerating toward the lead.
Prince Charles now asked to close the gap as they're about to arrive at the 5/16th. Wartime needs to find 6 or more lengths. Campesino toward the outside with a mountain to climb along with El Professor and the rest. But Harry's Train bravely holds on to that lead. Here is Prince Charles now leaping forward, and Prince Charles strikes the lead inside the final 3/16th. Harry's Train on the rail. Graydon in between horses. Wartime out wide. El Professor begins to bubble to the ball in behind them. Prince Charles just the leader. Wartime now worrying him. It's Prince Charles and the Wartime going at it up front. El Professor gets room against the rail. Prince Charles and Wartime, these two bobbing noses close between Prince Charles and Wartime.
A desperately close finish there. The teenager Ryan Lewis aboard, closing a 3-timer on the afternoon with a robust finish to fend off the fast closing 6-1 bet. Wartime, 1 minute 20 seconds, even the winning time for 6.5 furlongs, significantly slower than Stranger Danger's 1:17 3/5 in last year's Ash Wednesday Trophy. Stefan Arinsing's Prince Charles, an even money favourite winner though for champion trainer Anthony Nunes. At the 16th pole, Wartime's finishing burst on the outside had looked set to propel him to a victory, but the 19-year-old Lewis would have none of that and delivers a bustling ride to the finish to fend off Wartime's rousing acceleration at the end.
Let that get the best of me. So I just keep on riding and just get past the wire, and that's what I was working for. I wasn't worried.
Did you see him?
Yeah, I saw him, so I put in the overdrive and get the work done.
TNT's Arima Race Club staged an 8th race card last week Thursday, the richest on the card, the 6th event over 6 3/4 furlongs for West Indies bred 3 Arrows. Here's Nick Chady's race call.
Approaching the quarter pole, Nuclear Fire coming back to the field. Here comes the Warrior. And the Warrior pokes ahead in front now. Nuclear Fire battling on toward the inside as they both turn for home together. The Warrior has a short lead. Spring Valley splits horses. Here comes Spring Valley now. Soon to the front, pokes ahead in front and pulls away. Spring Valley, oh, look at this one go. Spring Valley opens up from Nuclear Fire. The Warrior on the outside, and Air Force One and Golden Door, but it's Spring Valley here. Spring Valley, another impressive run.
The filly Spring Valley, bred in Jamaica by Ham Stables, up against mostly colts here, but wins with some authority by 2 1/4 lengths under Kim Al Santo for trainer Harold Chady and owner Dave Chady. 1:23.25 the winning time for 6 3/4 furlongs.
Finally now to Florida's Gulfstream Park, where the Caribbean trainers, led by the Barbadian Saffie Joseph Jr., have been flying high. This time, the Jamaican Jose Pinchin with a US $100,000 added money tram.
Pinchin's horse here, Jackson, in second spot at pretty long odds of 13-1, stalking the front-running 3-1 bet Admiral Lynch in the World of Trouble Sprint Stakes over 6 furlongs, watched by commentator Pete Aiello.
Around the far turn they go. Admiral Lynch, the star on display at 3 furlongs from home. He leads a half a length over Jackson in second. Epic Dreamer is now third. It's a 6-length margin to Yorkton, together with Sweet on the Ladies. Lasting Legacy's just not going to fire his best shot today after a 1/4 mile to go. They move to the top of the stretch now with Admiral Lynch, and Irad Ortiz Jr. off the turn with the lead. The Florida bred Jackson takes a shot at him on the outside. Epic Dreamer into the clear for Castellano. He's got a shot with 1/8 of a mile left. Jackson rallies to a narrow lead. Admiral Lynch is back to second. Epic Dreamer is third. Close to home. It's the long shot. It's Jackson in front.
The 4-year-old colt Jackson with the upset win under Luis Saez by 3/4 of a length. Jamaican trainer Jose Pinchin succeeding there and edging Admiral Lynch in a winning time of 1:09.55 for 6 furlongs.
We've been at the track covering top stories and exciting races in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.